World Update 13 is on schedule for its release next week. Just Flight Vulcan is starting to roar to life, and Black Square announced their next development aircraft. We've got you covered with all of this week's main flight sim news, so let's jump into the video. Before we jump into this week's video, I'd like to show you a product from one of our partners, ProDesk Sims. A big thank you to ProDesk Sims for sponsoring this YouTube video. Their products enhance your current flight simulator hardware by turning your flight controls into something closer to the real thing. The team makes different add-ons for flight controls such as Honeycomb, SciTech, and Velocity over a variety of different aircraft, including Boeing, BAE, Cessna Citation, VisionJet, TBM, just to mention a few. The current add-on I'm using at the moment is the ProDesk Sims new dual action Boeing 737 add-on for the Honeycomb Bravo, which features a detent flap and speed brakes. This really improves the immersion and realism of my flights. For Oz Flight Sim viewers, you can use this code AUSFS on checkout for a 15% discount on all ProDesk Sim products. I'll leave a link in the description of where you can check out their page, and a big thank you to our friends over at ProDesk Sims for sponsoring this video. Kicking off this week's previews and announcements, Black Square. This is the team behind the Steam Gauge Analog Series aircraft. They have announced their next aircraft over on the Just Flight website during an interview with the developer. Black Square has a number of different aircraft that is in active development at the moment. One is the Starship, which was announced a while ago, and the next one is the TBM 850. And now their following aircraft after those two will be the Duke Bravo 60. Black Square mentions the Duke is progressing as quickly as it flies. We don't have much information about the aircraft when it comes to features and systems, but knowing Black Square, it will be a very highly detailed aircraft. Just Flight this week updated us on their first development update of the Avro Vulcan since its announcement earlier this year. In this update, the Just Flight team mentioned that the development is progressing and going very well, and the visuals are almost complete with a large number of systems already coded. The Vulcan was one of Just Flight's last aircraft that they released over in FSX and P3D, so this is helping speed up the development. Some of the base systems code for the aircraft systems were able to be converted across with time saved. This has enabled the team to focus on bringing the Vulcan up to Microsoft Flight Simulator standards. In this version of the aircraft, the team has improved the visuals and the system logic and added some new features. One of the improvements on this version of the Vulcan, the team has gone and recorded an all-new sound set from one of the last remaining ground-running Vulcans, which is X-Ray Mike 655. No release date yet has been set from the Just Flight team. They have a few projects in development at the moment, including the Fokker F28, the RJBAE 146, the Tomahawk, and also the F100. As always, we will keep you posted on any more updates from the team about the Vulcan. Taxi to Gate previews some screenshots of its latest airport scenery, which is Orlando International Airport. The team announced a while ago they plan on bringing the scenery, which was available on P3D, over to the Microsoft Flight Simulator platform. These are the first screenshots we've seen of the airport. Taxi to Gate mentions the scenery will include the newly opened Terminal C, but no other features have been mentioned at this stage. No release date at this stage as well, but of course we will keep you posted. Last week, Bluebird Simulations updated us on their Boeing 757. They have been busy working on the interior cabins, improving the animations on the wings, including flaps and speed brakes, and now the FMS has a functioning VNAV, LNAV, and can fly SIDS and stars. This week, the team showcased their current work in a video. The team has recently made gains on performance of the build. However, this was not included in the video. It was introduced to the development afterwards. As we can see from the video, there's still many days left in development of the Boeing 757 from Bluebird Simulations, and no confirmed ETA when we will see it in our sims, but of course we will keep updating you with more information on this one. Moving on to this week's release news, SoFly, which is the team behind products such as Landing Challenge Pro and Weather Preset Pro, has released their next utility for the simulator, which is called Aircraft Checklist Pro. SoFly's Custom Checklist Pro can be accessed from the simulator's in-sim toolbar, and it also is compatible with Parallel 42's Flow utility as well. The checklist includes over 80 pages of checklists for all the default aircraft, including last year's 40th anniversary aircraft, which now totals to over 45 aircraft. All the checklists have been tried and tested by experts, ensuring the users can follow the same procedures as real-world pilots. The SoFly team mentions they plan for more default aircraft to be added to the sim, and if that happens, they will provide free updates if needed. You can pick up your copy of SoFly's Checklist Pro currently directly from the SoFly website or the Orbex store. It's not currently available for Xbox, however, it is planned and we should see it sometime down the track. I'll leave a link in the description below where you can pick it up now on PC. AU Sims this week is planned to release their latest airport scenario, which is Hamilton Island Airport. By the time you watch this video, it may be released. Hamilton Island Airport is the 19th busiest airport in the country and offers challenging approaches with its short runway of 1,700 meters. Features included in the package is an authentic representation of the airport, resort and marina, high resolution aerial imaging, 1 meter DEM data, over 300 custom assets, realistic night lighting, custom airport services, custom vegetation placements. Not only has the airport been accurately modeled, but AusScenes have looked at all the surrounding areas with multiple helipads have been included, custom buildings around the areas, 3D boats around the Withaven Beach, House and Titan Island have been included, as well as the golf course. And you can pick up your copy of AU Sims Hamilton Island Airport directly from AU Scenes website. I'll leave a link in the description below. Checking out this week's sim update news, the Microsoft Flight Simulator team have been busy preparing World Update number 13, which is Oceania, and it is on schedule for release next week on April the 25th. The ATR 42-200 and 72-600 is on schedule for release on the same day. World Update 13 will include a large scope of 13 to 14 countries, 14 bespoke airports and airstrips, 150 plus points of interest, a bunch of discovery flights, bush trips and landing challenges. World Update 13 appears to be the most significant undertaking of a World Update yet the team has undertaken. We won't see a development live stream in the same week of the release of the World Update as we traditionally would. However, the team has scheduled one to be on the 3rd of May, and from then, as always, we'll probably see some new announcements of what's coming next. This week we were treated with a new backlog update for the marketplace. Currently on backlog when it comes to new products, we've got 872, which is 4 more than what was listed in the last update 2 weeks ago. Aircraft awaiting to be released is currently sitting at 59, which is 1 more than the last update we saw 2 weeks ago, and 4 aircraft are now on the priority list, which is down 3 from the last update. Currently we've got 299 airports in the backlog, 284 sceneries and 62 mission packs. It's hard to say at this stage if the new systems that were introduced is speeding up the marketplace process. Hopefully we'll see an increase in marketplace releases soon. Speaking of a marketplace, with this week's update, we've seen 14 new products released. 14 of these are compatible on PC and 13 of these are compatible on Xbox. PMDG have released the Boeing 737-800 on the marketplace, which is their second of the fleet. However, this is only available for PC at this stage. There's no more updates of the time of recording from PMDG themselves of how far away until we'll see the first 737 on the console, but obviously we will keep you posted on that one. Other aircraft released in this week's marketplace update is the Coleman Simulation CSH-125 helicopter, which is compatible for both PC and Xbox, and also some other things to look at is the Seafront Simulations and the Aerosoft both released their latest marine add-ons in the marketplace, which is available for PC and Xbox. As usual, the remainder of the releases are airports and livery packs. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. It really helps out a lot, and consider subscribing if this is the first time or one of the few times you've been to the channel. That way we can let you know when our next video or live stream goes live.